The air hung heavy, thick with the scent of aged paper and forgotten dreams. Dust motes danced in the weak rays of sunlight filtering through the grimy window panes. The antique bookstore was a labyrinth of towering bookshelves, each one crammed with volumes bound in leather and time.
This place feels different, special.
She had always been drawn to the forgotten, the discarded. It mirrored something within her own soul. A bell chimed softly as she stepped inside, the sound swallowed by the oppressive silence. She ran a hand along the spines of the books, their titles whispering forgotten stories. Each one held the potential for escape, for transformation.
A book bound in black leather, its surface devoid of any markings. It seems to pulsate with an energy that sends shivers down my spine. This is no ordinary book.
Sarah's life had always been ordinary, predictable. A monotonous job, a tiny apartment, and a heart that yearned for something more. She felt invisible, insignificant, a pale shadow in a world that roared with life. Loneliness had become her closest companion, whispering doubts in her ear and amplifying her insecurities.
I long for love, for recognition, for the power to finally carve my own path. But fear holds me captive, whispering that I'm not good enough, that I don't deserve happiness.
The book, with its dark allure and unspoken promises, offered a glimmer of hope in the suffocating darkness of her reality. It presented a chance to rewrite her story, to finally seize control of her destiny.
Asterisk. Her fingers tremble as she reaches for the book, her gut churning with a mixture of trepidation and anticipation. This feels dangerous, reckless, but I can't resist its pull. It's a lifeline in a sea of despair.
The book felt cold against her skin, its leather surface strangely smooth. As she opened it, a musty odor wafted up, like the breath of a tomb. The pages were filled with elegant script, the ink a startling crimson against the yellowed parchment. It was a language she didn't recognize, yet the words seemed to writhe and shift before her eyes, whispering promises of power and transformation.
The air crackles with an unseen energy.
Instructions written in stark, uncompromising language detailed the price of each request. The book demanded a sacrifice, a piece of her soul in exchange for granting her deepest desires. Hesitation gnawed at her, but the allure of the book's power proved too strong to resist.
I pour my heart's desire into the book.
Her voice echoed in the silent bookstore. Section 4, Twisted Wishes, Unforeseen Costs.
Her first wish was simple, to be noticed, to be loved.
The next morning she woke to find herself the object of admiration, her colleagues showering her with compliments, her phone buzzing with invitations. But their attention felt suffocating, their praise insincere.
Then came the desire for wealth.
A lottery ticket, purchased on a whim, transformed her overnight into a millionaire. Yet, with her newfound wealth came isolation. Friends and family, driven by envy and resentment, turned their backs on her. Each wish granted by the book twisted into a grotesque parody of her desires. Love morphed into obsession, wealth into paranoia, beauty into a curse that isolated her from genuine human connection. The price she paid, she realized too late, was far greater than she had ever imagined. Section 5, The Lure of Power. With each granted wish, Sarah felt a change within herself. The timid, insecure woman she once was had vanished, replaced by someone cold, calculating, and insatiable. Power, she realized, was the most intoxicating drug.
The book became my confidant, my only companion in a world I no longer recognized.
It fed her desires, fueled her ambition, and whispered justifications for her increasingly ruthless actions. She became a puppet master, manipulating those around her, her heart growing colder with each passing day. Guilt gnawed at her conscience, but she silenced it with another wish, another sacrifice. She was trapped in a vicious cycle, her humanity slowly eroding, her soul slipping further into the book's dark embrace. Section 6, the cycle continues.
Sarah's final wish was for ultimate power, to become unstoppable, untouchable.
The book, its pages glowing with an infernal light, granted her request. But the power came at a terrible cost. It consumed her, erasing her identity, her memories, her very essence. The book, now pulsating with Sarah's absorbed life force, lay open on the floor. The bell above the bookstore door chimed, announcing a new visitor. A young man, his eyes filled with the same desperation Sarah once felt, hesitantly approached the mysterious volume, drawn to its dark allure. The cycle was about to begin anew.
The itsy bitsy spider.